came to an end yesterday with the sighting of the moon, hence the celebration of Eid al-Fitr. However, during the Ramadan fast, Governor AYOOBA break fast with Muslims to identify with them during the month of Ramadan. Also, on our package tonight, the monthly evening of praise and worship, match edition is held at the Government House. And lastly, tonight, on Air Coast of Kayaba, the wife of the president, through the wife of the state governor, empowered about 400 women and youths farmers in Ekiti State. Just sit back and enjoy every bit of the program that I've packaged with a full pleasure. I am Kennedy Julodola. Ekiti State Governor Nta Ado Ekiti has emphasized the importance of unity among religious affiliation in the state as the foundation for peace and progress. The governor made a remark while breaking fast with Muslims at the Government House in Nta Ado Ekiti.
The gesture is meant to identify with the Muslims in Ekiti State this month of Ramadan and give them a sense of belonging. Governor Nta Ado Ekiti, while hosting some selected Muslims across the state at the Government House to break fast with them, emphasized the need for religious harmony in Ekiti, observing that it is only in a peaceful environment that development can thrive. He reaffirmed his commitment to serving the people productively. Governor, who expressed gratitude to God for his leadership journey, appreciated the Muslim community in Ekiti State for their unwavering support since he assumed office and promised to do his best.
It can't be less than that. It can be more. I'm still grateful to all of them. All of them are good, real, and supportive, and access professionals.
The Secretary to the State Government, Professor Nta Ado, and President Ekiti State Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs, Dr. Ahmad Bakari, described Governor Nta Ado Ekiti as an inclusive and decentralized leader. They urged all Muslims to continue praying for the success of the present administration.
Your commitment to hosting Muslims for the year since assuming office is commendable. Your efforts have been robust, inclusive, and significant, a movement of previous administrations. I also commend your genuine identification with the Muslims and your demonstration of brotherliness, compassion, and complementary toward the Muslim community in Ekiti State. Your administration has set a record in identifying the Muslims, and we appreciate your sincerity and commitment. We thank you for the political appointment given to members of our community. On behalf of the Muslim community, I pledge our total loyalty, support, and cooperation to the administration. Tí màá ń gbé gbogbo àwọn ilé tí gómìnà nígbà náà gbé jáde ní national state Ekiti State. Tí wọ́n ní àdúgbò nípa báyìí ọ̀nà àdúgbò ẹ̀jẹ̀ báyìí ọ̀pẹ́ àdúgbò ọ̀rọ̀ náà pé Islam ń gbé Islam ń gbé ọ̀pọ̀ ìsìlẹ̀tì Islam
That was Quran recitation from the Government House Imam Abfatai Olorunfemi and special prayers from the President's General, League of Imams and Nafa, Southwestern Nigeria, Edo and Delta State.
ilẹ̀ lágbára ọlọ́run àbúkẹ́ ilẹ̀ ìlú ọ̀dáhùn ẹ̀sìn ọ̀dáhùn ní àsọ̀rọ̀ nígbà tí a lọ bá bá yín lágbára ọlọ́run ẹ̀ láti ṣe á ní ìrọ̀lú láti ṣe á ní ìrọ̀lú ìdìbò ìbàjẹ́ o ìdílé òní bàjẹ́ o ìdílé òní bàjẹ́ ọlọ́run òní bàjẹ́ fún wa ní òní ìgbà ọlọ́run òní
has served as an opportunity for the state government to strengthen its relationship with the Muslim community and reaffirm its dedication to religious tolerance and peaceful coexistence in Ekiti State.
Also tonight, the monthly program Evening of Praise and Worship, the meditation, has been held at the government house. The monthly program is organized to give thanks to God for His mercy upon the state, government, and people as a whole.
It was a gathering of government functionaries led by the governor of Ekiti State, Ado Ekiti, at the monthly program which usually comes up every last Friday of the month, tagged Evening of Praise and Worship, from hymns to praises and worship, led by the government house choir. The atmosphere was that of appreciation to God for the grace of saying the last Friday in the month of March. In a brief sermon, guest minister urged the congregation to always give thanks to God in any position they find themselves. According to him, a heart that is full of gratitude to God is expected to receive more from him. The guest artist ministration added glamour to the worship. The state, Ado Ekiti, thanked God for his guidance since he assumed office, ascribing all the achievements within the 2 years and a half to him. The governor promised to continue to serve Ekiti people with sincerity for more development in the state.
As it is in our work, God has created us to be one, and we are going to move very fast when we hold our hands and work together. So all of us will get together. That's what we call the movement. So all of us, we can win together. Everybody can win, and it's possible. And it's happening. I've seen it. Everybody is winning. People can be happy. Market will be happy. Everybody is happy. So we are winning together. The implication of that is that some people will not have enough to overfeed themselves. When things will go on. Then the era of some feasting on government and getting bloated while thousands are suffering this year. We are going to create a platform and access for everybody to have a right in this government. Some person are not happy about that. I have an apology. Because I know that the last day I have spent forward and give account of how far I've gone this ways. I'm going to believe that God has me. So as long as it's best for me, I will do everything with a fair heart, with compassion, with respect for people, bearing in mind that without my coach, I will not stand here to pass it on. And I know also that that coach has an the expiry date is not yet for a dealer. And when we come back on the meeting, to be new agreement. So if I know that the democracy has an expiry date of 4 years, it also know that on the day of election, the vote of the bricklayer, the vote of the driver, the vote of the plumber carry the same value. You cannot distinguish the vote of the government from that of the farmer. So if on election day each goes to carry the same value, why can't access opportunities carry over? And that is what we are doing in the States. And what is happening.
The senator representing the senatorial district and the Senate leader of the 10th National Assembly, Michael Okoyemi Bamidele, who was part of the congregation, appreciated men of God in Ekiti State for their intercessory prayers for the people in the position of authority. He called for more support for the administration of Governor Nta Ado Ekiti for betterment of Ekiti State.
Myself, we want to govern, we want to lead, we want to succeed, we want to do our work, and we want to do it. Yes, we know what everything needs. So, the Excellency is sorting out in the period, and the Lord just said, it's time to praise and worship God. It's just one of the best things happening in the States. It is beyond business. It is beyond imagination. It is beyond assumption. It happens. And everybody can see, everybody can be a part of it. This is the source of our strength. This is the source of our wisdom. We can only be proud. And this is it. So I want to thank our fathers in the Lord for being with us and for encouraging us. I'm sure you know there cannot be a better way to partner with government than this. And in doing this every month, we are not just moving the hand of God, we are moving the heart of God, we are touching his heart. And God is also calling to embrace Ekiti as a state, as a sanctuary of God. And that is what it means. When we make our faith a sanctuary, and when we let him, he will not let us. When we let him control our affairs, he will not let us go astray.
There were also intercessory prayers for government functionaries, Ekiti State and Nigeria at large. The climax of worship was the general Thanksgiving. The program is the third edition in the year 2025.
And lastly, on Echoes from Kayaba tonight, about 400 youth and women farmers in Ekiti State have been empowered with farming input to enhance and encourage farming activities. The program was the Renewing Hope initiative of the wife of the president, Remi Tinubu, the coordinator of the program in Ekiti State, who is also the wife of the state governor, Dr. Banji, charged beneficiaries to put into use the incentives for food security in the state.
The Renewing Hope initiative of the wife of the president, since inception, has been impacting every sector of the society, especially women and youth across the country. The initiative also has its tentacles in agriculture, hence the empowerment program. The farmers, which comprise women in agriculture, youth in agriculture, Young Renewing Hope Initiative Club, and Every Home a Garden, were given various items. The coordinator of the program in Ekiti State and the wife of Ekiti State Governor, Dr. Banji, says the commitment of the wife of the president to food security and economic empowerment for women and youth was the reason for the program. The wife of the governor, who highlighted some of our pet projects in the state, believes that the empowerment will lift many homes out of poverty if utilized well, and called on beneficiaries to make judicious use of the inputs.
Agriculture, as we know, is a vital pillar of our national economy and empowering of our people. Particularly women and youth, through this financial support program, we strengthen food production, create jobs, and uplift family. Women and this support program will keep our hardworking women with resources to expand their farm enterprise. I want to commend the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and food security for this strategic partnership with the renewable initiative of our grandmother, the first lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The Commissioner for Agriculture in Ekiti State, Ebenezer Boluwade, State Coordinator, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Olusegun Adeyemi, and other speakers at the event acknowledged various federal and state government initiatives on food security and commended the wife of the President for the Renewed Hope initiative. They thanked the wife of the governor for keying into the program.
When we talk about agriculture, we need a lot of frontiers, a lot of support. And the first lady has been doing for support, for feedback, and advance at any particular point. Now, after the minor commission of national value, I really appreciate this. So we continue to do so. My mother indeed, we want everywhere we need to be food secure. And that's the limits our plan for the beginning. And pushing us, nudging us, giving us feedback. God bless you.
The first lady of the Ekiti State replicating the program by the first lady of the country is a step in the right direction towards achieving self-sustainability and food security in the Ekiti State.
This is so amazing. I've been a fish farmer before, and I know how much a bag of foreign food for fishing costs. I want to say a big thank you, man.
Some of the inputs given to the beneficiaries are fertilizers, vegetable seeds, maize, spray machine, wheelbarrows, fingernails and feed, chicks and feeds, among others.
So this agriculture have renewed the hope of visions. They are giving us a vision, they are giving us a passion, and they are giving us a hope. Being the mother of the nation, we will not disappoint you. Our children will grow. We will assist our husband with the aids you are giving to us. And at the end of the whole show, our life will be better.
We are going to implement the format and we are going to bring about this support the nation.
Beneficiaries were also given cash of 20 to 50,000 naira each, in addition to the inputs. Nta Ado Ekiti.
That will be the size of the package for this week's edition of Echoes from Okayaba. Have a date with us next week when we shall bring to you another interesting package of the program.